Hey there, tech fans. Rick here again with another gadget that I think you're going to really like. It's a simple home automation device called the Wyze plug that allows you to digitally control any lamp or small appliance you may have plugged into the unit through an application on your phone, or by tapping the button on the side and turning that appliance on, or even through the use of a smart speaker you may own, like the Google Home or the Amazon Echo. Now, I love home automation products and I test a ton of this gear, and I've actually got a lot of security equipment and home automation installed in my own house. And whenever I'm testing a new product like this, there are a few things I'm looking for that really separate it from the rest of the products on the market. Because let's be honest, the home automation market's exploded in the last 5 or 6 years, and there are a ton of companies that make gear like this that all sort of look the same, but they don't work the same. So the first thing I'm looking for whenever I'm testing a smart plug like this is I want simplicity for installation. I really want it to be just drop dead simple to install it. I don't like to spend an hour and a half through some kind of weird science experiment trying to get the thing to work. Nothing's more frustrating than that. The second thing I'm looking for is I want reliability in the product, because so many of these technologies that I test, I spend the time to actually get it installed and go through that science project. It's working on Tuesday, and by Friday, it's not doing anything. And then I have to spend hours troubleshooting it, and there's nothing more frustrating than that. And the third thing, because I'm a bit of a cheapskate, is I don't like to spend a lot of money in these kind of products. I really don't want to spend more on the smart plug than I'm spending on the appliance that I'm controlling. So it has to be a good value for the money. Now, the product is made by a company called Wyze. I've done reviews on some of their products before. The company Wyze is really in the home automation space, and their whole goal is to build products that work, that are simple to install, and that are really cost effective. So in the case of this plug, you're not going to believe this, but you'll actually get 2 of these for less than $20. And I still can't get over that price point, because it's not a dumb smart plug like a lot of them out there on the market, and I'll explain what that means in a minute, but it's got the features you care about. The price point's perfect. And I've had this thing installed in the house for months, and it just works. We had it installed over Christmas, turning on the mantle lights. I've got it installed, turning on lamps in my house. I can set schedules against it. I can have it randomized, so when we're on vacation, it's turning lights on, fooling the bad guys to think somebody's at the house. So Wyze has really done a great job here. Now, they make a bunch of other gear that incorporates into that same application. So they have a Wyze Cam. If you need an inexpensive, really nice security camera for your home, the Wyze Cams are great. They also make a new product called the Wyze Bulb, which basically screws into any lamp socket you've got, and you can digitally control that without anything else, which is pretty impressive. So some of the features this has you won't find in other products like this, and these are small things, but they're big things when you use it. The first one is the product has a switch on the side. A lot of these, when you buy them, the only thing you can do is control it digitally. If your cell phone is too far away from you, or you're not near one of those smart speakers, and maybe you don't even own one, you can't really turn it on. You have to have your cell phone with you, and to be honest with you, that can be a bigger pain than having a switch just to turn the lamp on. So I love the fact that if I'm in a pinch and my cell phone's in the office and I'm in the living room, I can tap the button on the side and it turns on. Another thing that's really important is the form factor of the unit. I don't know why so many of these companies make these circular, where when you plug them in, they take up both of the outlets. This one's small enough where when you plug it into the wall, you still have full use of that outlet above it or below it, so they're not hogging up all the space. There's nothing worse than plugging one of those smart plugs in like that and then losing that second outlet. You can plug both of those into the same receptacle on your wall. Another key feature, and this is something you probably have to read through the fine print on, is how much current will the device control. So for example, if I'm plugging this in, and I'm plugging the standard light in, it's not a big deal, but if I'm using this to control a coffee maker, or maybe some of those widescreen TVs, or worse, if I'm plugging in one of those multi-outlets with a bunch of stuff plugged into it, I need to know this can turn on a lot of current. I don't want it to be a small current device. Now, a lot of these, if you check the specs, might be 5 amps or 10 amps, which seems like a lot, but it really isn't, because an outlet like that typically can carry 20 amps or 25 amps of current. So the Wyze plug will actually handle 15 amps of current individually. So you can plug one in the bottom, another one above it. Again, less than 20 bucks for both of those, but put both of them in the outlet and you'll have plenty of current carrying capability in each of those plugs. Now, it's not like you're going to carry 15 amps of current through each of them, but it's nice to know that if I plugged in a standard lamp or a coffee maker or something like that, that it's not going to get warm because it's carrying too much current than it should. So I think they've done a great job with building the electronics in it to make it really robust. One other key feature, and this is super important, is a lot of these smart plugs and smart cameras and smart lights require a hub. And they may not tell you that, so you end up buying it, getting it home, and realizing, this isn't really that smart. I need the hub to actually make it work. With this one, it connects directly to your Wi-Fi network at home. There's no hub involved. There's no complicated configurations involved. It's just a really simple device to install. It's inexpensive, and it just works. Now, what I'd like to do in the rest of this clip, I was going to do an unboxing, but there's really little in the box. I've got 2 outlets that fit in here, or 2 smart plugs that fit in there. You get an instruction manual telling you how to use it and how to configure it, and you get a little sticker here that shows that you're a fan of the product. Now, what what I'm going to do next is actually walk you through the configuration steps to show you just how simple it is to install. When I'm done with that, I'll come back and I'll actually show you how this works with my cell phone, how I can turn it on manually, and how I can use, I think I have an Amazon Echo down here in the shop. I'll show you how I can turn it on with that. So stay tuned, we'll walk through the installation process, and then I'll come back with some final thoughts and show you exactly how the unit works. The installation of the Wyze plug is easy, and you'll start on the main screen of the application. Tap the three dots in the upper right-hand corner to bring up the configuration screen. Next, tap Add a Product. Choose Wyze Plug from the options. It's near the middle of the page. Plug the device into an outlet, and if the blue light on the front isn't blinking, press the button on the side of the plug to get it ready. Once the blue light is blinking, tap Next on the screen. You'll have to log into your home Wi-Fi network next. Once connected, you'll now need to grant your Wyze plug access to your network. To do this, tap Choose Wi-Fi in the app. This will take you to the main settings page on your phone. Tap Wi-Fi here to bring up the Wi-Fi devices near you. Look for a device that starts with the word Wyze and tap that device to establish the connection. Wait until you see the checkbox next to the Wyze plug so you know it's connected, and then go back to the Wyze application to complete the setup process. As soon as you return, the app will try to bind your new Wyze plug to your network. Once this completes successfully, you'll be able to name your new plug. Be sure to pick a name that allows you to easily identify the plug later. Also, keep the name short if you'll be using it with your Amazon Alexa or Google Home to operate the plug remotely. Once you're done, tap Finish. The next screen allows you to share control of the Wyze plug with others in your home. You can do this now or skip this step and add them later. The app will automatically check for firmware updates for the device, and if it prompts you, allow it to quickly update the firmware so you can take advantage of new features. Tap Upgrade to start this process. The upgrade should take a minute or two depending on the size of the upgrade and the speed of your network. Be sure to allow the upgrade to finish before closing the app. Once the upgrade is done, you'll see the main control screen for your new Wyze plug where you can change the settings as needed. Your new Wyze plug is now ready to use, so plug in the device you want it to control and enjoy the convenience of digital control from your phone or smart speaker. Okay, that was super easy to install. Now I'll show you how easy it is to control it. So I'll start with my smartphone. I've got the application up. I've called it Shop, so let me hit the button and it turns on. So anywhere I am in the house, I can turn it on. I can set a timer to turn it on at a certain time in the afternoon, turn off at night. I've done that with a couple of the lamps, so we don't come home to a dark house after work. They're on, we're ready to go. We forget to turn them off when we go to bed. This takes over and turns them off, so that's really nice. You can also turn it on and off manually. So as I mentioned, there's a button on the side. There it's off. There it's back on again. My favorite feature is using an Amazon Echo or a Google Home. Now, I've changed the wake word on this. Normally it's the A word, and if I say that and you've got any of these smart speakers at home, they're gonna go crazy. So I've changed the wake word to computer. So let me show you how it works. I've called the smart switch Shop. So I'll turn it on over here. Computer, turn off Shop.
Okay.
That's it. Computer, turn on Shop.
Okay.
Could I be any nerdier? Anyway, that's as easy as it is. So for me, for 10 bucks, I've got control over an appliance or a light. I love that. I also love the fact that I can move it around the house. If I'm using it at Christmas time on the mantle and we take the Christmas decorations down, I can take it in the office and turn on something in there, maybe a lava lamp or something. So it's a really cool device. It's inexpensive and it just works. You'll plug it in. You're not going to have that hassle of, oh my gosh, Friday, it's not working. What went wrong with the smart plug? So I like it a lot. I like the company an awful lot. And I'm actually going to give 2 of these away. So if you've stayed this long with the clip, you get a bonus where I'm actually going to give 2 sets of these Wyze smart plugs away. So what you have to do to enter the contest is down below. I've got a link. Just hit the link, enter your email address, be a subscriber of the channel. We really appreciate the subscribers. We want to give this away to somebody that likes the channel. So just hit that link, enter your email address. After 7 days, I'm going to pick a winner at random. I'm going to put these in a box. I'm going to send 1 to the first winner, 1 to the second winner. There's no strings attached, no shipping charges, no shenanigans. I just like giving them away. And I'm so excited about this home automation space that I want other people to experience it. So if you've been on the fence about home automation, this is a really easy, simple, inexpensive way to get started with it. And again, the company's a great company. So that's all I had for today. Thanks an awful lot for watching. If you have any questions about anything I've covered, drop them in the comments below. Now I'll probably follow this up with 2 other clips. I'll show you how to make the connection to enable this over your Amazon Echo or your Google Home, so stay tuned for that clip. And then the last one is I'll show you how to go through the settings to set up like a timer. So if you want to set this thing up to turn on at 4 o'clock in the afternoon and turn off at midnight, I'll show you how to do it in another clip. I would have put it in this clip, but it's going to be a 30-minute clip if I do. So stay tuned for those if you're at all interested. And that's pretty much it for today. So thanks again for watching, and until next time, stay nerdy.